Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And this is some stuff I had left over from that last video. This comes from Jeroen, XRP Maxi. When the DXY drops below this level with a closing candle, we can expect much lower levels. Bullish. Anybody who invests in crypto should always watch the DXY chart. If the DXY falls, we could have a major run-up on crypto. And I think that's going to happen going forward. This comes from No X's. Like said, Japan will use XRP when they are in crisis mode. From the CEO of SBI Holdings in Japan, SBI has approximately 180 billion US dollars in assets under management and 24 million customers, by the way. You know, eventually XRP is going to go live in Japan on all those rails over there. And when it happens, it's going to be a very exciting time. And you see how SBI Holdings also has ties to the World Economic Forum. All day long, I could point out all of the ties between Ripple and the elites. You are invested in XRP. You are investing in what the elites see as the future. And I could literally all day long point that out. That's how I know we are going to get rich off of our XRP. This comes from Wrath of Common. Ripple payments user Neum applied for a Brazilian payments institution license. This will allow Neum to manage funds in BRL and use PIX. Additionally, they are also seeking FX authorization to boost FX capabilities there. Every single day, there's more and more Ripple rails getting put in place. If not from Ripple directly, it's always through partners of Ripple as well. You do not want to sell your XRP until XRP is running on all those rails. This comes from The Block. New Vanguard CEO says asset manager will not be launching crypto ETFs. And I pointed out, Vanguard knows the future is Ripple and XRP. You see it right here. And look at what the CEO said, the new CEO at Vanguard. I'm not going to copy competitors. It's important that a company stay consistent with who they are. But I want more innovation. Where's that innovation gonna come from? XRP. Think about it. It pushes Vanguard into the fourth industrial revolution when you're making cross-border payments in a matter of seconds utilizing XRP. And I think it's great that Vanguard isn't pushing towards ETFs. But everybody in the Bitcoin community says they're going to be left behind. No, they're not. Vanguard is actually very smart for getting involved with Ripple early on, getting involved with XRP. Crypto should be a nonpartisan issue by now, but it isn't. Circle CEO on the current state of crypto regulations and politics. Take a listen to this.
Should be a nonpartisan issue by now, you would think, but they are not. Joining us, Circle co-founder and CEO Jeremy Allaire is here. And you can save me from myself, or at least my voice right now. What do you think is going on here, and this sort of very interesting political bifurcation that's taking place in the crypto community?
Well, it's fascinating to watch. As you know, I've been going to Capitol Hill for 11 years almost. First Senate hearing on crypto in 2013, and have spent an enormous amount of time across Republican administrations, Democratic administrations, every which way. What's interesting is that if you look at what happened over the past year, you actually saw a lot of bipartisan work getting done. You saw major bills in stablecoin, major bills in market structure, advancing. And so it looked like this was a purple issue. And I actually believe, I think crypto is purple. And I think now we're in politics, though. We're trying to get people elected. And so people are figuring out, okay, this is an industry here to stay. There's a lot of investment from that industry in the campaigns themselves. And so people are staking out these new positions. But it actually reflects, in many ways, if you look 2 years ago, it would be very hard to believe that crypto is going to be a presidential political issue. It would be very hard to believe that there'd be major legislation. The industry would be where it is. 2 years ago, it was a very different world.
So it definitely should be purple. Every politician should be helping to push crypto ahead in the United States. Because if you're pushing crypto ahead, you're pushing innovation ahead at the same time. But I think now what's going on is the election is actually slowing down crypto regulations. That's why I don't think much is going to get done until after the elections are over. Just in, U.S. government moves 10,000 Silk Road Bitcoin worth $593.9 million to Coinbase Prime. And I said, most likely they're going to slowly sell this off to BlackRock over time. But some people said, oh no, they're custodying it at Coinbase. But why would you want the US government to custody Bitcoin? It doesn't make sense. You got to remember, the US is also pushing for a CBDC. And they look at Bitcoin as competition to a CBDC. So what would they do if they were to create a CBDC? They would just dump all this Bitcoin all at once into the market. I don't like the idea of the government holding crypto, period. If they were holding XRP, I would be saying the same thing. Tyler Winklevoss says the US government selling off their Bitcoin would be a great reset for our industry. And I said, he's right. It's all part of the Great Reset. You need to pay attention to BlackRock. I think the U.S. is slowly selling to BlackRock already. BlackRock and the World Economic Forum have the same agenda. BlackRock is going to end up being the biggest Trojan horse for Bitcoin when everything comes crashing down. And that is going to happen by design. I talked about that in multiple videos already. Every American social security number address may have been stolen in a hack. So they're saying that it's not only in the US though. US DOD offered to sell the stolen records, which included personal data for everyone in the US, UK, and Canada, to a forum of hackers. US DOD was seeking $3.5 million for the entire database, but piles of the data have been leaked by various entities. According to Engadget, previous leaks of data included phone numbers and email addresses, but that information reportedly was not part of the latest data release. So everybody's social gets hacked, and what are they doing about this? Well, here's the way I look at it. We know that a lot of people are in debt right now. Just give everybody a new social and let them start over. That's what the government should actually do. Because, the people in the United States are in debt because they're following the government. The government's $35 trillion in debt. What's going on in the United States is this. Inflation's raging. People are going in debt, fighting off inflation. And at the same time, they're just piling up more and more debt along the way. U.S. inflation falls to 2.9% in July of 2024. How many of you honestly believe that? I don't believe it. And you see it right here. Gas, groceries, energy, daycare, rent, car insurance, transportation. Everything is up in price right now. The good thing about this is that the Fed may actually decide to lower rates, and that could be good for crypto. Breaking, all computer systems of banks in Iran are paralyzed after a major cyber attack. So it begins. XRP. Central Bank of Iran hit by major cyber attack. You know why people always tied us to XRP? Because as long as you were an XRP holder, you knew that once the lights go out, once that major cyber attack happens, when everything comes back up and running, the new financial system will come up and running with it. And XRP is going to play a very important role inside the new financial system. That's why whenever you see anything that has to do with cyber attack, people tie it to XRP. But you know, I think it's going to be a controlled collapse of the current system still. I think the current system's going to fall. I think maybe there could be a blackout along the way. I talked about that in a video a few days ago where I pointed out how they're going to come in and just gut BlackRock when that time comes. But I think that's all happening by design. It's all part of a much bigger plan. Here's what I don't like about BlackRock, putting all those pension funds and 401ks into those Bitcoin ETFs. If BlackRock was to collapse, you know, by design, the way people say it's going to, people's retirement would be gone. So when the lights come back on, all of a sudden, what are those people going to do? They're going to be put on UBI, Universal Basic Income. So is that part of the plan as well? There's so many different ways you could look at this. I think what's actually going to happen, though, is it's going to take a period of time for all of this to play out. And I don't expect anything until ISO begins. That could be when everything really starts to amp up around the Great Reset, things like that. But I always want to know what your opinions are, so put it in the comments section down below. But all I know is this, as XRP holders, we're going to get rich no matter what, because XRP is part of the future. XRP is part of the elite's plans for the future. And if every single central bank in the world is already looking at XRP and XLM, I would always put my money in what they are looking at. That's how I know it's not gambling when you're investing in XRP. You're investing in a lottery ticket that comes out with you as the winner. And it's happening by design, and it's happening in slow motion already. But until it does all happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.